we heard the Bad Boys song.
Yeah, she like hot dress. Drip got a nigga press. Yeah, I'm a bad boy. Let's go. Texas the best.
And it was pretty good. You know, it was pretty good. But Raz B felt, because he's a worldwide entertainer, that you gotta let me on. You gotta let me on the track.
I heard I was able to hear the record that y'all did in the studio. Shit's fire.
Yeah.
But I would love to take a swing at like getting on the record.
And of course, they were kind of divided. Some folks was like, nah. Other folks was like, you know, he's a bad boy. Every bad boy should get an opportunity.
I don't feel like you should be on it, but everyone says like to give you a shot. So
Okay.
you know, it's only because you was on that fuck shit. You know, I'm just keeping it 100.
I mean,
You said it. I was thinking it.
I mean, no, it's all good.
You know, they didn't do banging that way. But anyway, I digress. So they go ahead and decide to let Raz on, and then Raz don't show up.
Raz B said he wanted to jump on the song, and reluctantly we all ended up agreeing just for him to not show up to the studio session. So, I mean, that was fucking pointless.
I personally think it's a crackhead move. What you think?
That's what they get. That's exactly
That's
what
what they get?
Yeah, I'm with Prince. He said, nah, you've been doing too much.
Only because you was on that fuck shit. You know, I'm just keeping it 100.
I don't know. We've been doing too much, already too much going on. And like you said, y'all ain't do banger like that. Y'all did not do banger like that.
Right.
And Raz B, what's Shepard's like? You are a Grammy Award. That was in the 90s, people.
Raz is saying that he wants to get on the song, and I'm just like, I've been doing this, so why not?
That's another pet peeve of mine. We all know the music era has changed. Times have changed. Things are not the same. So that Grammys in the 90s is not going to work with this Grammys in the 2000s.
I think with that, he was just saying, like, you know your way around the studio.
He
you
don't.
know how things are done, how things are produced. So let's let him get on it just to give us that old school feel, or that some of that knowledge that he brings to the table.
He does not. He was a kid star. He had someone else orchestrating everything for him. No. When the last time we heard Raz B on the radio?
We found out he got a new single.
Responsibility is my fault. I'm sorry. I'ma do better.
I ain't hear no new single.
I'll play it for you. But
I don't want you to play it.
Whatever. Remember when we were talking about? I showed you that whole him in the hospital jumping out the window.
I heard that. That was
a part of his music video. It was all this crazy.
I tried to find that video. It never came out.
You have to. I'll show you what it looks. But yeah, he does music. You know, and I think he's done some music prior to this as well. It just didn't go anywhere. But it's like most artists who are, you know, from the childhood artists, they still keep trying every now and again to put stuff out there. And I think that was his thing. He wants to be on the track because you get royalties and things like that if you're on the track. And then the excuses that he gave, he said that he hurt his leg and he had to go to the hospital, and that's why he couldn't come.
What's up, bad boys? I hurt my leg. I had to go to the hospital earlier.
I know they proud of you.
Bless you.
But then you see 5 minutes later, he at the club jumping up and down on both them legs like he's 25. So it was like,
like I said, that's what they get. They got their hopes up for nothing. This man has showed us all season. He's a joke. Y'all keep trying to make a joke serious. It's just not that. I'm happy he didn't come because we also got to see Orlando. Got to see him.
He got some skills.
Right.
Talking on the mic, it was nice.
Rise on the basement trips. In the cockpit, I want you to strip. Let me see how freaky you really get when I'm between your thighs with my face in your tears. Real bad boy shit.
Let's go.
Yeah.
He
got another talent. He up here writing in the
And
song.
rapping,
And they
right.
say, I remember Prince saying when they first got to, so he's like, Orlando really can write and he produced, like, you know, he's doing. That's somebody who's knowing their way in the studio. He got their own little sign.
I thought that he was going to be on the song, but it was interesting that he initially wasn't on the song.
Mm-hmm. He was just writing people. He was saying, remember he said he was going to write for Banga?
Right. But his little part was he did good.
He had his own little flow and sound.
Right. I think with him too, possibly not being on the track because keeping him sober, keeping him balanced, and trying to perform. You got to remember it. You got to sound good. But he pulled through. He was a little high, but he still pulled through for his little part. Whereas Raz B, whatever vices or issues that he has, it ain't working out.
Like I said,
they're deeper than we understand. I think Zeus is covering up a lot when it comes to Raz B. He really needs some assistance.
That's a joke y'all keep trying to take serious. I just no.
He needs some help. That's what he definitely needs some help after this show. Please get Raz B the help he needs.